I think it's the greatest thing to build community. It brings families together, brings friends together. It's nothing but positives can come from nights just like this.
Well, it's all about providing services to the community and doing wholesome activities for youth.
With those sentiments in mind, the City of Ada is sponsoring flag football for the first time this autumn. Started in 2001 by local residents Todd Boone, Darrell Thompson, and Todd Robson, the Flag Football League has grown in popularity each year.
In the last few years when my kids growing up, I've been involved in a lot of sports, and a lot of times what will happen is that some of the parents will do the most of it, but then their kids grow older, and of course they don't want to keep doing, their kids get into bigger things, and as they grow older, and then there's really no one left to do it. And it's real hard because parents, they don't realize how much work it is. They just come out here, when their sons run out here and they play, and then it's a lot of work to get the fields marked, to get the registration, to get the referees. And so, the guys that have started it, we're doing a great job. It wasn't our intent to take it away because they were doing a bad job, but we knew eventually, they were going to move on, and there really wasn't anybody to take their place. It's always been kind of my ambition to see as many sports as we can kind of spearheaded through the city.
Last spring, the city also took over softball league play at Matthews Park. Now all sporting events taking place there are the responsibility of the city, from preparing the fields to manning the concession stands to providing the officials. Whereas the city has managed softball in the past, it's an all-new experience with flag football.
As far as managing the league, it's coordinating with coaches, doing a draft, getting enough volunteer coaches to coach the teams, to see, once you see what numbers of students you have and what age groups, then it is a volunteer system. And then our recreation department works with the coaches, with the parents, takes registration. We open up for registration, advertise for children that are interested to play, open it up to the community, and then those children that sign up, we assure that they are placed on a team.
Since the City of Ada has assumed financial responsibility for the sports leagues at Matthews Park, it provides an opportunity to improve the aging facility for tomorrow's players.
Well, Matthews was built in 1978. When it was built in 1978, it was a top-notch facility. Not that it's a bad facility now, but it's almost 30 years old. We still have a good facility, but we have some age on our facility, and that's where we're looking at going in and making improvements. One of the things that we told the City Council this spring when we talked about taking over the league was that we would evaluate the facility and see where we could make improvements. We have an opportunity by direct oversight of the leagues now to see the day-to-day operations that we really didn't have when we contracted with the different associations to run the leagues. So we have a more hands-on opportunity now to see what we can do to make the facility better.
McAllister and Ardmore have city-run sports leagues, and they have beautiful fields. They have sprinklers, and so that's hopefully someday we can make improvements. But when you're not running them, it's hard to make improvements to the fields because you're really not getting the money or paying the money out. So
flag football can be played by students in the 1st through 6th grades. After that, junior high school football begins. But there is a very strong interest in getting young players started at an early age, evident by the 260 kids that registered for flag football this season.
When I was growing up, we never had Pee Wee football, Little League football here because I think the football coaches were concerned that the kids might start too early to get hurt. I think a few years ago, some of the guys that played football here, they went to the McBrooms and asked them, would you have a problem with us doing this? That's kind of what they're doing out here now, and it's really worked very well. I mean, I think, it's not real, it's not tackle, it's all pass, flag football, and so they just have a lot of fun out here, the kids do.
Tell me what you guys think the best thing about football is.
We think the best thing about football is winning and all that, and playing good and doing good games and all that.
Being active.
How about being with your friends?
Yeah, being with our friends.
Youth sports are valued because they teach teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship in a safe and fun environment. And that's a principal reason why the City of Ada has invested so much time and effort in making sure the leagues have a long and bright future.
Well, I just think it gets the kids involved with a team sport, used to playing around with other kids, gets them used to being on a team, I think it's good for them, good exercise for them. Kind of keep them into athletics young, get them started young. Maybe they'll grow up and stay out of trouble.
It's exciting for them. I see them do things, and it gets them excited. I like to reward or encourage great plays, and so I get excited for them. I watch them make catches, and they take off running, and next thing they say is, "Coach, did you see that? Did you see that?" And it's just great. It's great. I just love it for them. I get more excitement out of them than I do a win.
The growing popularity of flag football proves Ada is hungry for youth and family-oriented activities. On any given Monday or Tuesday night, all 4 of the Matthews Park fields will be full of little football players and a crowd of their fans. It's a bustling social scene and one rooted in good, clean fun.
I'm just going to try to intercept. I got 12!
You gonna try to intercept it?
Uh-huh.
Think you can do it?
Yeah.
All the sports that we have around town, really big showing. Parents, grandparents, cousins, uncles, sisters,
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a family thing.
It's just a great experience for me as a dad to spend time with my son, with his friends, and just to work with kids.
It's really a lot of fun. If you haven't done it, I'd encourage anybody to come out and give it a shot.
We try to keep the fees low so everyone can participate. But basically, it's just providing good, wholesome recreational activities for the folks of our community.